something beyond me. I do not know, being away from a lot of reality, they say that you are away, you don't know how to handle this stuff. I'm here, basically, that's what my presentation is across with the border of India, traveling across. And I'm here to speak about life beyond boundaries. Okay, pretty interesting. The right mark to put it down there and talk about life beyond boundaries. And then I'm going to here and show that this is a mark, and you're not supposed to get out. Okay, this is very exciting. I do not know how to deal with this. And the title of the talk goes, how to break the shackles. Okay, give me an axe, lift it, try and turn it down. It's not. I do not know how to do this. I do not know what my borders are, what my boundaries are. Like anyone, I was sitting down here, I was someone sitting in my college. I was pursuing genetics, BSc genetics, something because engineering did not, maths did not fascinate me. Okay, and MBBS, I was not capable of getting through an entrance which has a plus 2, and then you want to get into it. And you are left with all the choices. You have to get into BSc because BA is a status issue in the country. You cannot get into it. Okay. And coming from a small town in Karimnagar district of Andhra Pradesh called Jagitya, okay, you really know BA also. It's like, no. So only two things exist. BTech and MBBS new graduation. Anyways, somehow I got into BSc genetics. Okay, and I started pursuing genetics like, oh, I got to do research in genetics and stuff. After a couple of years, that is in 3 years course, I realized that there were no genes in my genes to take it any further. This is the end of it. I'm not going to pursue, whatever the certain course or criteria. It does not make me any good at all. Just carrying degree for the sake of it and trying to act like I haven't graduated and I have nothing and no meaning and no sense of it. So I decided let's drop it out. Dropping out sounds cool, but at n number of people, there is not a school. Dropped out. Now the dynamite. So to make that sure, what happened for me, I was very lucky. My friends were writing the examinations and I dropped into a television channel working as a program producer. So my parents, hurried out across from everyone, that he didn't write the examinations. He has got into job after his graduation. So that their status remains the same. And then after pursuing, I wanted television because I wanted, to try myself in creativity and stuff. And that's when I realized, after 1 year of television work, I realized that in the regional television there is no more creativity for me to really try and be creativity, except to have the talent and to work in television. And then that's why I decided, no more television, I left the job. Now that's motivation. Your parents are looking at you and saying that, doctor of college, that's a job, fine. What next? And 1 year of trying out different jobs, different professions, and starting to write theatre. I was like, I could not confine to this boundary. I did not know how do I know. I was like an insect that something should happen, something different. And there was a fantasy of coming from a small town, you haven't seen beyond a particular city. There was a fantasy that how is life in Kerala? How is life in America? Yes, we hear from people, but how is it? So I thought, let's travel across. And you go and tell your parents that I want to travel, that's it. That was not only about a matter of money and things, it was a matter of, a culture which didn't exist. So I decided, what should I tell them? Money is, I don't have, I'm banked up, I've left my job across, and if I tell them that, I want to travel across, and I wanted to travel for 2 years. Basically, and 2 years, lots of money. So I said, let's go and walk across the country. And then what happened was pretty interesting. I went to my dad. He sat down for the lunch and he said, Dad, I want to travel. He looked at me. How? So I said, I want food across the country. I'm not talking, first I said, I'm not asking you money, I just want to go across the country. said, no, I will come back. Just a couple of years back, I want to explore things and I want to come back. And then, you know, I was like, okay, how many of you? I said, Edward. And then the one started, hello, no, Charlie, hey, okay. Oh my God, okay. So that's the common sense that we have with our families across. Concern and then the culture of status issue across. I thought, you know, there was a lot of discussion and debate. You know, my dad suggested, you know, take a bicycle and travel. It was a very wonderful strategy because I had never worked on a physical fitness before. And I never cycled, like, till my school I had cycled, and after that I had never cycled. So, you know, being a bicycle, my mom was like, you will come back and see like this. Cycling is an exercise. He will not do that, he'll come back. I was determined, I was going. So I didn't ask any cash across the phone. So I said, you know, look up, you know, whatever cash I had, something like 300 or something more than that around that. My mom and dad, you know, gave me this rate, you know, take this 1,000 rupees if required and travel across the country. Like, okay. Okay, I was like, okay, whatever we have is here. Let's try and do and see what happens. And theater was in passion inside, creativity, you know, we want to try something. So I said 2 years of long travel along the country. Sounds a wonderful fantasy. But what if, you know, in the loneliness, what I'm going to do? So I said, you know, why don't I try with my theater across wherever possible? You know, like a fantasy, a man traveling on a cycle comes to a village and says, I am the theater artist, I gotta perform for you. Okay, it was just a fantasy across. I said, let's give it a try. And a lot of friends were asking me, can I get a cycle with those are things that we can? And I was like, first that's where the whole concept of Cycle Natak started. The name Cycle Natak of man traveling across on a cycle and trying to do theatre wherever possible. Theatre was basically anything. It wasn't actual indicating that social issues at first. It was like trying to experiment something. But all the well said and done, fantasies that we believed and, you know, things that we done. What? How is it possible? If I look back like a couple of years back and say that is it really possible that I would have been something one day, so much of less cash, how would I manage really across? So there were a few things I decided, never stick at hotel across, try avoid going to tourist destinations so that things are costlier. So try and make places where it is unknown. So I decided to venture into different villages across wherever possible. It's again well said and done. But how about the 300 rupees if I manage your food and stay for around a couple of years? So my first intention was, I want to think for the day and not for the 2 years ahead. And for the day, what is the most important priority? Is get your new home for the day. And once you get a new home, you look out for hunting for food. Precisely why I looked out for new home is, I knew if I could find out someone on the road some way, I can try and ask him for food. If he can give me the stay also, he can surely afford the food also. It was just, you know, giving it time. But it was so easy I did. You know, staying along with this farmer who is a wonderful musician, this small village. His wife in the next door, you know, I met him on the road and went along with him. His wife in the next room, are you sure he's the right man? He won't leave across here, right? वो चोरी नहीं करेगा ना? नक्सलवादी नहीं है? Terrorist हो सकता है ना मुसलमान? And I was trying to hear them. Wow, यार, अभी शुरू में नहीं किया, आगे नहीं किया. So I was like, pretty surprised that if we don't have a culture to really understand who is this young man, why is he doing of traveling across something like this. And then once again, you know, try and get this. Many times in the village, once you come down, things does not work out always the same. No one can say come and stay in my home. You got to look out, find out places where, you know, once what happened, I remember, I met a guy on the road and said, you know, this is the one. Get lost from my village. Who are you? You don't believe you. And I have no other options but to try and find out the places where I can put my tent and sleep foodless. Of course, stomachless. My English is poor, sorry. But that's how I've been trying to learn things out. the thing is that you have to run on things as the other speaker said. It's not the money. So I even say it's not even the resources. It's the relationships which matters the most. Trust me, if you make a good relationship with the pitch, you'll see that it's good. I take you around the world just for a gig. We'll make sure things. And I'm wondering, oh yeah, I didn't even the day before. And things started working on. I thought it was just a little time. Okay. And many times we sit down with a lot of laborers walking around on the roadside to see we have tremendous rural schemes from the government, and these guys walk across there, and we might say hi, and they say hi, and then we start making a friendship, and then things move. And trust me, 300 rupees is not possible to cover up. You've got to raise your money up. Okay, and one thing I had decided that no way I'm going to attach myself to something which can stop me exploring what I'm trying to explore. No sponsors. Let's not go for it. Let's try to be as free as possible. So what I try to do, get into the village, make a relationship. If it's a landlord, ask him, can I go? Okay, because he thinks that you are educated. He thinks that you are someone superior as such. Be a labor. He will try and see that I'll take you to the land. Maybe with the fisherman, he'll take you, let's go around fish, get whatever half is yours. Let him pick up. But still, that is not sufficient. It might be sufficient for a day or two or something like that. You got to be more smarter than that. So I had a skill of theatre. So I decided I'd venture into the schools and colleges and try and, perform theatre. But that was actually not possible. We do not have anything. So I said I'm going to do like theatre structures across, modules across. So that's how I started working in. Now I'm doing all these things, like people wanted to listen to various stories which I'm cutting short because of the time. People started inviting me, calling me on a year of travel bicycle. They said, is it possible again you come down and talk to our students? Okay, St. Xavier was one of the colleges which invited me as a class from Mumbai. And that's when they said we are booking a flight ticket. And I was like, man, for the whole of year I have not spent that much of money. Why don't I get a ticket? And what was more fun in the journey that I was having. So I said, no more flight or train or bus. Let's walk, ask them. And see how it works out. So people were, again, I was staying with Sebastian and Trivandrum, that's where I was cycling. So the friends I was staying with, they were like, live going in. Mumbai, impossible. And things was like, okay. I said, if I can do that for a year of traveling like that on a bicycle, why can't I try to do things like this? Okay, I started on. The first lift in itself, I remember it's a bike in Kerala. I said, he stopped in, I got onto it, he said, where are you going? I said, Mumbai, 1800 kilometers. Break down. Look around. Mumbai? You listening yet? Maharashtra, Mumbai. It's not possible you can do this. Okay, no one will give lift this. Then I said, you have given me that. Let's see how long I can do. He ran like 10 kilometers. And then I walked another couple of kilometers. Then I found someone for 2 kilometers who's saying the same thing. No one will give a lift. We run in a society where people say that, no, it's not possible. We are ready to do it, but others will not do it. And everyone starts believing into it. It requires a lot of patience to understand how it works. And moreover, that's when during the hitchhiking I realized it's not the Mumbai that I was really excited about, but it was the journey which I was taking in. Every moment, every step, you do not know what happens. You do not know. I was calling in Agra for a murder case, which I was nowhere living along. Police station saying that I am not the man, you got it wrong. And there in Longwood does not go down. Don't copy it. And then there are different various things while hitchhiking across. I move in through. And then traveling, one thing it does is it gives you stories. You do it or don't do it. It gives you stories. What happens you do not know. Coming down to further stop, society recognizes you with what you have, with not what you can have. It is not your richness that, by knowledge is defined these days. It's your richness by old structures, buildings and things. Then I asked him, is it why you have given me the lift? He looked at me and said, no, because I thought you needed some help. And I said, that is what the society is actually. But we started believing that our happiness lies in those split things, in that happiness around whatever I can have. Because I can't earn anything, I can't build my own house. But the thing is that the whole night I stay in the tent, or might be on a footpath, or might be on a railway station, I see a very peaceful life. Because I went through some certain wonderful periods of change, which has been tough across different ponds. I've been beaten up by drunkards across. That moment in itself I felt like, man, I should not do this anymore. No more meeting drunkards. Be away from them. But that is the boundary that I am creating again. One incident does not define our boundaries. We have started saying that this thing went wrong here, it will go wrong all the time. No. The whole structure that we are trying to give it is not taking meaning by movement and movement. We are trying to lead in through the process, forgetting that leading to movement is one of the most important parts of our life. Can we stand here and say, wow? No, we are not supposed to. Can we really stand up and clap and say that, yes, this is what wonderful is, I felt. Can one person really stand up and say, wow, when he feels it? No, everyone stands up and so I stand up. Can we break this things and move fast? And then things like learning fishing across, learning diving across, sometimes doing different nature across, and enjoy festivals, and traveling across different places at 25 seconds, listening to stories, trying to explore. And journey in the road is an amazing feature. Trust me, I had no idea how to cycle. I do not know how to puncture my bicycle. But it teaches you when you are alone. You know you have to be determined to do that. And that's when the teaching comes. If you're not determined, you start looking for easier options. That's where you go zero. And thank you.